Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be going through this room called SMOL TryHackMe. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Without wasting any further time, we'll start this video and we'll start with the Nmap scan on this machine. Alright, we have the results for Nmap scan now. So we have two ports open, port 80 and port 22, and it says on port 80 that did not follow redirect to www.smol.thm. Now we'll add the domain name of this machine to our etc host file. And browse the website again. On browsing the website, it shows like a blog website. We can see few of the blogs already hosted there. If you scroll down a bit, and you will be seeing a email address, and it also shows that proudly powered by WordPress. So we know that this website is running WordPress. We will run directory fuzzing with the help of WUF. To ignore the comments in the word list, you can include this dash IC flag. As we know, this is a WordPress website. We will be using WPScan for scanning this one. You can get free token for WPScan from their website. I'll use one here. As you can see, we already have the results from WPScan, and if we go through it from the start, we see there is upload directory listing, there is 2023 theme and use. If we come back to the WPScan results, we see there is one more plugin, JSMOL 2WP. We'll try to search an exploit for this one now. we'll rely on the GitHub link for this one. And on this page we can see there is a LFI and SSRF vulnerability on this particular plugin. So we will simply copy the content of POC, paste it in our link and remove the localhost part from it. And it works. We are able to access wp-config file, and we can also see there is a username and password for the database. Let's try to use this database password on one of the links we found for logging in. That's WP admin. So if we go to this link now, and try the credentials we just found, alright, we are in. We'll check for different pages within WordPress. Okay, when we see inside pages, we see there are two pages. One of them is private. We'll try to access this one. It says verify the source code of Hello Dolly plugin as the site's code revision. Let's try to see what exactly is this plugin. A simple Google search would show us that this plugin is a default plugin which comes pre-installed in WordPress. There is a GitHub repository for this plugin. And it shows a PHP file which would be for this plugin. So we know that if this plugin exists on our website, this file would also exist on our website. So we'll try to access this file. Alright, looks like we do have hello.php on our website, but this one looks different from the one we saw on GitHub. So if we look at Hello Dolly function within the GitHub repository and within our website, we notice there is a base 64 message within this Hello Dolly function. Let's copy this and decode it. Alright, we see some ASCII characters. Let's copy these and see what these are in ChatGPT. Alright, looks like these ASCII characters denotes C, M and D, which means CMD command, and it looks like it can give us back the shell we need. So if we go back to the website and try to find the right injection point where we can get our shell back, looks like we do have a possibility of getting a reverse shell here. Our id command worked, so we'll start our listener and get a reverse shell now. We'll copy this command and paste it instead of the id command. Looks like we do have a reverse shell now, so we'll stabilize our shell first. As we remember from the initial part of this machine, we do have credentials for the WordPress database. So we will try to utilize those credentials and see if we can get access to the database. We are in. Let's see if we have some credentials in here. Okay, we do have some hashes in here, so we will copy these hashes and try to crack them with the help of John. We need to find a credential for Diego user. So if we exit database and see cat etc passwd, we see the same set of users exist within etc passwd. So we will switch our user with the credentials. We are in as Diego and we can grab the user flag here. Looks like we are part of the internal group. Let's see if we can grab something here. After browsing a bit, we are able to access the SSH files for the user thing. We'll utilize those to access this machine as the user thing now. So we will copy this id underscore RSA file, paste it in our machine and change the permissions. Cool, looks like we are in as user think now. After trying previous methods, we were able to find this file pam.d/su where we find something interesting. Let's see what this line means on ChatGPT. And as it says, this is the condition for the PAM module. It checks if the username is cached, then the authentication process will succeed. So we'll switch the user now. And we are successful. There is a file under the folder of this user, so we will try to fetch this file on our system and see what exactly is in there. Alright, we have the file now. Let's try to unzip it. Looks like the file is password protected and we don't have the password for it. So we'll use zip2john. And try to crack the password. Looks like we do have the password for the zip file now. So we'll utilize this and access this wordpress.old.zip file, which could be an old installation of WordPress. Okay, the file looks okay now, and let's try to access this wordpress.old directory. We can see wp config file in there, so let's access that. and in the wp config file we can see there is another user and password for the username Zavi, and we do remember that this user was present in the etc passwd file. So let's try to switch our user and try this password. Looks like we are in. Let's try our favorite command sudo -l to see what permissions we have. And the jackpot here, we can run any of the sudo command. So sudo su, and we are root on this machine now. So if we go to root folder, we can grab the root flag from here.